All right. Hey guys. Hey, I get excited about technical analysis all the time, and I wanted to quickly show you what I saw today with Bitcoin. I like what I'm seeing. Whether or not this appeals to you guys or not, let me show you what I'm seeing. So on a 1 year chart, you can see here this black trending line that's coming down below is basically the 200-day moving average, okay? And I talked about this before, and you can see clearly here, Bitcoin basically punched through that number. That is, or that trending line, that should have been like quite the resistance for Bitcoin. So when it punches through that, it is basically telling you that Bitcoin is now starting possibly a new uptrend. Now, better yet, look at this other 13-day moving average as well as the 50-day moving average. They have also caught up nicely and gone above the 200-day moving average. Okay? These are very, very, very important technical indicators that are actually looking really good. And if you guys remember in some of the videos that I said on here, I said, look, once it punches through, it's typical that it'll come back down a little bit. Profit takers will come in and hopefully sell a little bit. But ideally, what we wanted to see was it come back down and then kind of bounce off of this moving average. So typically in technical analysis, again, this is from 20 years of me looking at these charts. When you punch through uh, a resistance line like a moving average, that tends to act like resistance, meaning every time it goes up to it, it bounces back. Every time it goes up, it bounces back. But eventually, when it punches through, it starts to then use that line as support. And look at how this has done exactly that. It's punched through, came back down, probably scared a few people. And look at the MACD here. These green and reds are extremely important as well. They kind of tell you a lot of stuff that's going on. And you can see that it came down in heavy red, which means it's kind of like in an oversold position. But then it kind of rested on this 200-day moving average for about, what is that? Yeah, about a week, 10 days. And then it started moving up again. Didn't go up all the way, which is fine. And then it came back down. And look, this is where it would have shook out a lot of people. This probably shook a lot of people out because they saw it dropping below the averages. But interestingly, again, if you are confident enough in Bitcoin, you could have seen that we were in an oversold territory here. Red was oversold. Stochastics was also oversold, if you can look down here. So this could have been an opportunity where you could have said, you know what, let me ride this out a little bit and see what happens. And bam, a nice little run up there again. Okay. Now, here's what I'm liking. If you see from around here till about here, it was kind of just range bound. It was just going up and down, wasn't doing much, very common. Basically, people were accumulating. No one was, the sellers weren't in charge and the buyers weren't in charge. Like it had found what's called like price equilibrium. And then today, boom, look at this little number here again. Okay. Look at this big little spike up. Now, what I'm thinking we're going to see is this is going to be the start of at least another little run up, and we might go to, I think we're going to break 30, 32, 33,000, and it's going to repeat something like this again, and it's going to stay at this 33, 32 number and kind of consolidate there and find its price equilibrium, and then it's going to start again. But more than anything, I love seeing this whole action right here is really nice. Punching through the 200-day moving average, bouncing off it, finding support on it, going up again, not going very far, didn't make, didn't do much, which is fine. Found support again. This time it fell through, which that probably shook a shitload of people out. I wouldn't be surprised. And now it's starting its run up again, and I think it's going to have a nice run. Maybe another 10, 20%. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know exactly what the number would be, but now here's another way to, instead of the 10 daily chart, sometimes when you go to a shorter time frame, you can really see how significant this little move was. Look at this, from around 29th March to about April 10th, so about 10, 11 days, not much was happening, okay? Another important thing that you see a lot is this. When these moving average, you see this green line right here and this purple line? When these moving averages start to kind of come together and like move alongside each other, that kind of shows you again, like there's what's called a squeeze is happening. And again, the asset class has found a price equilibrium. There's not enough sellers, there's not enough buyers, so things are just kind of trickling along, moving along. And then typically it could have broke down, it could have gone the negative way, but it just so happened it's gone the positive way. So it was up what? 3% today? No, total I think was up, if we look. Yeah, total move up was around 5% today. So yesterday, 28,341, 29,654, getting very, very close to the 30 number. Very, very, very close. This is really, really nice to see. I like this. So let me know what you guys are thinking. And again, another nice thing to see here. Look, you see this run up right here? It is coming right as the MACD is shallowing out from the red, which means it was kind of like an oversold situation. So it's coming into now a new buying pressure and it's punching through. This is really nice to see. I mean, you typically see this again and again, coming out of the red here, going into the green, nice little run up, okay? It's a very, very common thing once you start seeing it. Here, obviously, this one just this took everyone kind of by surprise, probably because you can't really see much. Everything was kind of flat. But one thing you can notice here, if you pay attention, is this. From here to here, the price is pretty flat, okay? And if you look here, MACD, you're not seeing much, but here's what you start to notice. Look from here, from the stochastics to here, you can see a nice trend up right here, which kind of indicates to you that all of a sudden buying pressure is coming in. And when it's flat like this, and you see buying pressure coming up, it, a lot of the time, will indicate that something's just about to happen. For example, if we were not in an oversold position here and we were in an overbought position here and this was flat, and then this number was, and this trend line right here was reversing or going down, it would have been a very, very good indicator that the pressure, the price pressure is going down rather than up, and we would have seen it break down. But as you can see, we saw these things trending up, and this is, see, you can't really see this one trending up. But typically you want all three of these things to be trending up, and if you see that, that's a powerful, powerful move. But, I just thought I'd share that with you. Here, you can see a nice trend up. Here, you can see a nice trend up. I think we're going to see a nice little run up. Let me know what your thoughts are. All right, guys? Thanks.